Welcome back everyone to another Penguin Z Play Zone video, and today, out of legitimately nowhere, Kevin Feige got onto an article and was like, let's talk about the MCU for the next 30 years. So I have so much Marvel news to talk about. I'm going to talk about it in the order it was read in the article. And there is so much to talk about, so let's just get right into it. So the first thing Kevin Feige was talking about was Kang, Jonathan Majors, and Doctor Doom. Kevin Feige started off the article by saying, even before what happened to Jonathan Majors, we had started to realize Kang wasn't Thanos. Basically, what he means by that is, before they made Ant-Man 3, they realized this Kang is nothing close to a Thanos level threat. I mean, he could be, but right now he is nothing close. And the way this is getting paced, it's not looking well. Which is not too interesting because we've already heard this a billion times. He's kept on saying how before Ant-Man 3, after Ant-Man 3, the way it was coming out, they did not look at Kang and said, he's our next big level threat, because they realized he wasn't. After that, he got questioned about Blade and the plots about Blade, where Kevin Feige says, we landed on a modern day, and that's what we're focusing on. You probably don't understand what he said, and I don't even understand what he said. This is going to be the biggest part of this video, and you might want to hold on to your chairs, because Kevin Feige says Avengers Secret Wars has planned to reset singular timelines and reboot the MCU. I am not mixed with this. I am actually kind of happy because of this, okay? If you really look at the MCU right now it is going downhill. Like, it's not bad, but you don't have an Iron Man no more. You don't have a Black Widow no more. You don't have a Captain America no more. You don't have your main three, right? And X-Men are supposed to be introduced all the way at the beginning, but they weren't. Fantastic Four are barely getting introduced. Guardians of the Galaxy are gone. And now I think this is a good point to do a slight reboot, where they've already announced that it's gonna be a slight reboot. All the new characters are probably going to stay, but a lot of the old characters are going to go. And Feige also says how his contract with Disney does end in 2 years, but he has a MCU timeline for the next 7 years. He has a whole plan for the MCU until 2032. That sounds so far from now, but it's 7 years. That is honestly insane. So Disney, I just want to say, Kevin Feige is an amazing dude at Marvel. I do not think you should get rid of him. And if you do, that's going to be probably one of the most stupidest things Disney has ever done. Just like Star Wars. But Kevin Feige's already said a lot of stuff, and this is only the 4th piece. After this, Kevin Feige started teasing about the future of Deadpool and Wolverine. He says these words exactly. I think there is more fun to be had with both of these characters. We'll see where. And that sounds like Deadpool and Wolverine are gonna come back, and I am excited because I guess I am now, few of the Deadpool and Wolverine lovers, okay? I guess now, I'm saying it. A year ago, you guys were loving that film, and I was there. Now, the hate has just came out of nowhere and was like, let's hate this film. Like, why? Why? But yes, I am excited to see Deadpool and Wolverine back. And I mean, honestly, that does sound like Deadpool, Ryan Reynolds is going to stay. Maybe Hugh Jackman Wolverine too. We'll see. Kevin Feige also admitted that after Endgame, post-Endgame, it was quantity over quality at Marvel Studios. In these words exactly, he says, we've had well over 100 hours of stories in half the time. That's too much. I think it led people to say, it used to be fun, but now do I have to know everything about all these? Basically saying, why are we dropping so many different projects that half of these projects are not even getting connected at all? Why would you have a show called Moon Knight, and then you have a show called Miss Marvel, and we haven't seen Moon Knight since '84? And it's way true, because if you look at this, we have characters such as Moon Knight, She-Hulk, the whole Werewolf by Night thing, Internals, Shang-Chi. We haven't seen any of those characters since their projects came out, and those were a while ago. We haven't seen them since, and we need to know where they are and what's happening with them. Because there's characters such as Internals. They are having a huge part. They should have a huge part in the MCU, but they are nowhere to be seen, to be found. They are the most stupidest thing in Marvel. Sorry, I just don't like Internals. After this, Kevin Feige has said something very controversial. Kevin Feige says that iconic Marvel characters such as Tony Stark and Steve Rogers will eventually be recasted in the MCU. I am not a hater for this at all, because you really think about it. Tony Stark, Captain America, Iron Man and Captain America are both dead. I mean, Captain America's not really dead, but they're both basically dead. And they are two of the biggest superheroes in Marvel. How are you going to continue this without having them here? I'm just saying, if they want to bring them back, Chris Evans and Robert Downey Jr. are not getting any younger. They're getting very old. And I mean, I kind of want to see a younger version of these characters, not a character when they're 56. No disrespect. I love these dudes. They are my childhood. But yes, of course, I knew people were just gonna hate this for no reason. I know you're watching this right now saying, oh no! After this, Kevin Feige just full on out exposed Sony in front of the whole entire world, where Kevin Feige says Marvel Studios can't feature Miles Morales in any MCU film. Kevin Feige says we've been told to stay away. And Sony, explain this to me. How will you not give us Miles Morales in the MCU? How? Why? But there's a good thing with this, because Sony said they can have Miles Morales after they are done with the Across, Beyond, and Into the Spider-Verse trilogy. And I mean, that is hopefully going to be done in 2027. You know, when movie comes out in 2027? Secret Wars. So hopefully, Miles Morales and hopefully, after this, Kevin Feige confirms that the events in Thunderbolts will not be addressed in Daredevil Born Again Season 2, which is giving me the vibes that Daredevil Born Again Season 2 and 1 are supposed to be before Thunderbolts, because I feel like Thunderbolts was just too big, you know? Like, why wouldn't you address what happened there in New York City, you know? And then Kevin Feige himself, I mean, we've already known this, but like Kevin Feige confirms himself that John Bertho will return as Punisher in Spider-Man Brand New Day. Nothing too big. This is not from Kevin Feige, but we do now know that the stars of the unreleased version of the Fantastic Four film back in 1994 will have cameos in the Fantastic Four First Steps. But don't think these are going to be like legit Fantastic Four cameos, like we're going to have 2 Fantastic Fours. I'm pretty sure there's just going to be like some people in a hot dog stand being like, can you sign this for me? I think that's what it's going to be, and not no other Fantastic Four. Kevin Feige then announces that there was 4 different versions of Blade. Yo, why has there been 4? And finally, after 4 takes, they decided to take on a modern day Blade. So I guess they were trying to go back to the past, way in the past, to have Blade be a I don't know. Kevin Feige also says that Blade is still happening, so let's just see if Mahershala Ali is gonna come back, because yeah, it's been a while. And finally, Kevin Feige actually confirmed that Jake, I'm gonna mess up his last name, I'm so sorry, Sakibir is directing the X-Men reboot film, and he is the same guy that made Thunderbolts. Kevin Feige's words exactly. We're very, very, very lucky to have him and excited to have him. And so we're beginning. It's all starting now, the script underway. Pretty cool for the X-Men. And I'm glad to see that, because I love the X-Men. And finally, Kevin Feige he caught you guys. He finally started talking about the people that says the MCU is woke. He says this. I said this before, woke and DEI became a thing, and I'm still saying it. Marvel is the world outside your window. It's not Gotham City, and it's not Metropolis. This is New York and LA, and yes, there's also Wakanda and Asgard, but it is all made up of the people who make up our world. Finally, Kevin Feige, you announce woke. Woke is not woke. Marvel is not woke. Sorry, I just don't like the word woke. Kevin Feige also announced that the X-Men reboot film will be a very young and focused on the cast movie. Then someone asked Kevin Feige if the Young Avengers project is in Horizon, and Kevin Feige says, potentially. Please, I want to see Kate Bishop on the big screen. Eric Persson, I probably messed up your last name, is currently writing the script for Blade. He previously worked on the Fantastic Four First Steps, Thunderbolts, Godzilla vs. Kong, Thor Ragnarok, and Transformers 1 script. And finally, Kevin Feige announced, that Peter Parker will be dealing with street-level crime in Spider-Man Brand New Day. We did it! After so long, Spider-Man will be having a street-level film in the MCU. And I am hyped. It is going to be a street-level film, and I am hyped. You are hyped. Everyone here is hyped. And I just can't wait to see this film. And Kevin Feige also teases that multiple Spider-Man covers will be brought into the movie A Spider-Man Brand New Day. So we better see that one iconic shot. I'm showing it right now. The first ever Spider-Man comic book. We better see this shot in this film because it is peak. It's peak. And oh my god, this is still going on. Basically, I just got the top of my list and I went up and it refreshed and we have way more news to talk about. Kevin Feige now says that there's been talks with Ryan Reynolds about what's next for Deadpool in the MCU. And I'm glad to see this because I love Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool. And I do not want to see him leave anytime soon. And if he does leave, I want a Christopher Reeves leaving. I'm joking. F you, Christopher Reeves. Kevin Feige also plans to continue overseeing Marvel Studios for the next 10 to 15 years. Which I like. I already said I like Kevin Feige as the big guy in Marvel. Hey guys, that should be it for right here. If there's anything else, you guys will see it right here, and it's going to be cutting into one of those. Well, guys, that is it for today's video. I am Penguin Z Plazone, and like always, everybody, peace out.